All right, so number one, straightforward par four. Just looking for my baby fade, start down the left side, cut it back. Should be a straightforward tee shot. Oh. That was one of those early morning swings right there, but down the left side, that'll be totally fine. Just, that was a little tight swing. All right, so we're just in the left rough here. I've got 135 back right pin. I remember long being really dead, so going with the pitching wedge, aiming left. We just still have something 20 feet short left, you know, get a birdie putt here. And really just hope it doesn't jump from this wet rough. It's right at it. Maybe leaking right. Yeah, that should be really good, I think. This ended up really nice. Landed about 20 feet short, rolled up to about 9 or 10 feet. So great look at birdie to start here. I feel like these greens are pretty grainy relatively, you know, Bermuda in the south. There's a lot of break, so things are gonna tend to go with the grain, but looking just outside left. See if we can make a first birdie. Get to 1 under through one. I kind of pushed that. Yeah, not a good stroke. I don't know, I had trouble committing to outside left and didn't put a good roll on it. But that's okay, you know, tap in par to start. Can't be mad with that. So even through one, you know, we'll take it, we'll take it. So number two, we got a short little par three. It's 128 stick. Doesn't feel like there's much wind, so cruisy pitching wedge. Playing this early, the battle's always, you know, making good loose swings. So let's see if we can just cruise the pitching wedge in there, a little left to right. That's so close to good. If it just catches the green and curls in there. And it bounced left. Dang. That was a really solid strike, 10-foot pull. Just didn't get that kick, but I don't know, it might be chipping. It's a little disappointing, honestly. So yeah, just a bad kick. Probably missed the green by 2 feet, kicked left here. Kind of a dicey up and down, honestly. Green's running away from me from the wet rough. It's gonna do a lot of bouncing and rolling, so got to kind of throw a little high soft wind in here and try to cozy it. Yeah, absolutely, we'll take that. We love a tap in par on a chip, you know? Yeah, nice little up and down there. Par on one wasn't great, par on two was great. So, you know, even through two, we'll take it. There we go. Number three here, we've got a par five. It's gettable, I'd say. It's not the easiest tee shot. Really have to keep this away from the creek on the right. Looking to send driver at that bunker and hopefully just, y'all know how it is, just baby fade off of it would be really nice. So yeah, ideally starting this at that bunker, just so we can put a good loose swing on it. It's like the same exact tee ball as one. Like it started on my start line, just not quite fading. Should be really fine. Should kick off the hill a little bit. We'll take it. In play. I'm never gonna be upset with an in-play driver, so let's go see where it is. Well, that was tough. I thought I'd be short of the bunker, honestly. I don't know. Not much to do here besides whack an 8-iron out and yeah, hopefully just be in the fairway for a good third shot. Yeah, should be perfect. Left center of the fairway. Wasn't much I could do there. So I've got 138. Very unfortunate to miss the fairway there. I thought that was a good line, but obviously you guys could see, I couldn't see. Just missed the fairway though, so, you know, wet rough, it's dicey. Jumpy Bermuda. 138, you know, I kind of got a guard against a flyer. Gonna hit a 50 degree a little left. This is really a red light shot where like, if it comes out hot and flies the green, could go in the water. So 138, gonna hit like a 125 shot. Maybe it comes out hot and gets there, and it's okay if not. Go. Didn't really jump, but it might get some green help. Go. Shoot, I can't tell. I think it's like barely on the front. That's gonna be a long putt, but like I said, I had to guard against a flyer, so is what it is. Let's go try a 2-putt. So kind of unfortunate, you know, only got 5 feet to roll out from the wet rough. If it did any jumping or releasing, it would have been really nice. But now I'm gonna hit the putt that approach shot could have done and hopefully feed it down the hill. You know, going out left, I don't think this is anything too crazy. It's just a speed test, which, you know, for third hole, I've had a 9-footer and tap in. I can't say that I'm super comfortable with speed, but let's just see what we can do here. I did what I want, get right. Yeah, I mean, we'll take that. Tap in par. Again, wet rough, even though it's a par 5, having that third shot from the wet rough, red light, you know, got to play defense, so yeah, tap in par, totally fine with. Even through 3. Number 4 is a hard hole, so maybe let's just make a par on 4 and then look for our first birdie of the day. All right, so one of the toughest holes on the course for sure. Again, looking for my baby fade. Since I got these new the new woods, they're like properly fade bias and that like they don't want to turn over for me, which is really nice. And so it's been making me want to hit fades. So I'm kind of aimed on the left side and trying to hit little pull fades everywhere. Yeah, just like that. That's a good driver swing. The first two were good, but that's perfect. Yeah, happy with that one. All right, it's a perfect drive, middle of the fairway. I've got 154 stick. It's uphill a good amount, so it's probably playing like 160, which could be a big 9-iron, could be a cruisy 8-iron. I've got 8-iron in my hands, you know, this early. Again, I keep saying that, but like being tight's a real factor. Also, I worked out yesterday for the first time, and like weeks were sore. So I don't want to like swing hard if I can help it. Just looking to kind of cruise an 8-iron. Just kind of leaning into that, you know, hopefully starting it left, kind of peeling it back at it. Cruisy little 8-iron here. It's not fading. That's a bad miss too. Rip. Okay, it stayed on the hill. Man, yeah, again, I think that's a tight swing thing for me, is that pull. You know, it's not fading. Body doesn't really rotate. Arms kind of shut. So yeah, actually not the worst, you know? I mean, it didn't kick far down the hill. Sometimes you miss the screen left and it's just like, bye-bye. And so this stuck, which is not that bad. So I've got a little green to work with, just throwing out left, you know? Only way this doesn't end up close is if it kind of jumps or comes out dead from the thick rough, which it certainly might. I feel good about being able to get this pretty cozy and getting out here with par. That jumped. Sit. Man, again, that was like the one way that didn't end up close. That wet rough, even on chips, kind of comes out jumpy. So got to make a putt here, got to save par. So I got a little help from the slope, but the tough thing is I'm still kind of putting along the slope. So this is going to break a lot. This is about as hard of an 8-footer as you'll ever have, unfortunately. Let's just see if we can knock it down and get out of here with par. Nice. That was a good roll, a good save. You know, we want to go under before we go over. It keeps us at even through 4. It's a huge par save. Huge. All right, so we got drivable par 4 here, 275 to the stick. It's a little down. I'd say it's a little uncomfortable. Like, this is going to be a little off of a driver, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and commit and just make a full swing, because one of the worst things to do is hit a driver and feel like it's too much, kind of back off of it. So probably going to just go ahead and hit a full one. If it goes a little long, that's fine, but should be pretty close. Great swing. Just be the right number. Come on. I can't see it. It's too shiny out there. But great swing. Happy with it wherever it is. Let's go see how close our eagle shot is. Come on now. Also, we get the Sugarloaf. Shout out to Sugarloaf. We love Sugarloaf. Their head coverage are the best in the game. So their shirts, their hats, everything, you know how it is. But yeah, now I have a 6-footer for eagle. Let's see if we can knock this down, get to 2 under. That'll really start the round with some momentum. Shoot, I don't know. It maybe isn't even 6 feet. It's like 5, I guess, up the hill. Now it's almost so close, like there's pressure to make it. You know what I mean? I mean, not really. It's golf. We have to remember that golf is a game. Pressure is made up. I don't know, I'm just saying things right now. See, I'm going just left edge with it. I think it just kind of peels right. Shouldn't do anything crazy. Let's see if we can knock down the eagle. Yes, sir. Good 2. A little up and down from 280. We love to see it. Eagle gets me to 2 under on the day really quickly. Like I said, we saved the par, kept from going over, keeps it free to gain the momentum here. Got to 2 under. Let's go keep it rolling. Come on, let's shoot something low. We need something low today. 2 under through 5. All right, so number 6 here, full disclosure, this is one of my least comfortable tee shots out here. It's good for fade now that I'm fading it, but left is bad, it's hazard line. So I'm gonna try to just like kind of kill this up the right side. That way, even if it's trees, hopefully it kind of gets past them. So, you know, full send driver, a little baby fade. Let's get one out there and play. Boy, I'm dripping, it is hot out here. No wind, hat's dripping on the 6th hole. Yeah, that's literally perfect. Yeah, fade left edge of the green. That's just gonna be middle of the fairway, probably like 70, 80 yards out. All right, so perfect drive here. I've got 76 yards. It's just gonna be some 60 degree, you know. I will shoot it from this range, but it's a lot of feel, you know. I don't really have like a clock system or anything. I just like, you know, in my brain, I just know what 78 feels like. I've used the same lob wedge specs for so long. It's just so much feel. 78 yards, you know, I don't know how else to describe it other than it's gonna feel like a 78-yard shot to me. The green's a little left to right, so maybe hitting it like a couple feet left would be nice, but you know, basically just trying to hole out. See if I can throw it really close. Trying to fly it 78 foot left. Go. Oh, I hit it like 74. Go. Good first hop. Ooh. Almost made it. Yeah, I flew that a little short of my mark, but I got a good little forward kick off the hill. So now it looks pretty close again. Let's go make another birdie. Not another birdie, I made an eagle, but you know what I mean. Best kind of birdie putts. Ones you don't even have to mark. You step up, knock them in. It's gonna get me to 3 under through 7 holes. That's honestly sometimes one of my biggest hurdles, remembering what hole I'm on. But yeah, We backed up the eagle with a birdie, 3 under through 7. All right, so number 8 here, we've got an awesome, beautiful drop-off par 3. Y'all know downhill par 3 is my favorite. It's 192 to the stick, playing about 170, 175, I'd say. So I've got 7-iron, you know, could probably rip an 8, but like I keep saying, it's early, not super loose. I kind of want to just cruise a 7-iron. So looking for that baby fade, left center, and hopefully it fades right in there. Oh, it's got to hang. It's fine if it's on that line. Yeah, should be putting, a little short right. Came out of it a little bit, but again, hitting it easy. Just didn't really give it a good rip, so we'll take it. Some kind of birdie putt, we can live with it. About 30, 35 feet up the hill. Should not do a ton. It's just about the speed, you know, I got to judge it through the fairway, but it got a fresh cut, so I feel like it'll roll nice. Honestly, I feel like I could probably give this a good scare. That would really build momentum. Knock this down. Go just a little slow from that fringe. See, it's just right center for the cleanup here. Yeah, solid 2-putt par. We'll take it. Any par 3 really, take a tap in par. Keeps me at 3 under through 8. Wait, through 7. So 3, yeah, I think I'm 3 under through 7. I never really know what hole I'm on. Either way, the next hole, I think number 8, sick par 5, one of my favorite holes on the course. Maybe another eagle chance. So this is still one of my favorite holes, like I said, but I will say that I kind of liked it in the past because I hit big draws, and now that I'm hitting fades, this isn't the most comfortable tee shot, because like if you hit a fade down the middle, it honestly might kick into the creek to the right. The fairway slopes so hard to the right, so I'm almost forced into trying to draw this, which, you know, I feel like I could still draw it, but I haven't hit a draw in like a week or two, so yeah, I kind of need to just pull a draw out of nothing, and yeah, hopefully hit this fairway and try to make an eagle or birdie. We'll see. Let's see if I can turn one over. I did not turn one over. Get right of it. Get right of it. We'll have to see. That would be really lucky. Obviously that wasn't a draw. Like I said, I have not been hitting draws, so kind of knew that wasn't going to be great, but you know, who knows? Maybe it's okay and we got a second shot. Well, got super lucky. Found my ball here. Stayed up somehow, but yeah, really nothing to do here besides slap an iron down the middle of the fairway. So lucky to have a second shot. Just want to have a good third shot, see if we can get up and down for birdie. Sit. Sit. Yeah, okay. All right, so 68 to that stick, you know, front pin, it's like, it's a little dicey with the wet rough. Again, there's a lot of ways it could come out of this rough. Like it could kind of come out like high, no spin. It could come out normal. I really can't afford to have this wedge slip under it and come out dead. Obviously there's water, so I'm almost hitting like a little bit of a conservative shot from 68, trying to throw it 15 feet past maybe. And if it comes out short, great. But if not, that way I'm clearing the water no matter what. I think that's perfectly 15 feet past. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to do. Again, a little safe, but like we'll take it, wet rough. That was one of those, like that could have come out so many ways. Like no joke, you can make bogey from 68 if that just comes out a little high and, you know, slides up the face. To have a birdie putt now after originally not thinking I was gonna find my, my tee ball, feels really nice to be here. So pretty straightforward putt. Grain's going to my right, kind of into me to my right, looking kind of left center, and this is definitely one I've got to hit with some commitment because that grain's going to kill it. Stepping into it, it feels above my feet, so I might just go ahead and go straight at it. I pushed it again. I've pushed a couple putts. Yikes. That was a terrible roll, but listen, we're not going to get caught up in it. Tap in par after all that happened right there, we'll take, and keeps me at 3 under through 8. All right, so number 9, borderline drivable par 4. I mean, I definitely can hit the green, but it's so far right and it's so far over the trees, it's tough. That being said, I'm gonna try it because for the content, you know, we're gonna send it. So looking for a high fade bomb over the trees, and honestly, on some level, I hope I get lucky and get up there. All right, so yeah, looking for just kind of a peely thing over the trees and giving it a good rip. Boy, that's so good. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted. Again, I like almost have to get lucky on some level because I don't think I fly the trees. So I kind of hope I like get through them a little bit. That was the best drive I've ever hit on this hole. So let's go see if it's good. All right, so I definitely doinked off a tree, ended up a little short left, but this is fine. Like I said, as long as we're not like in the trees, we can live with it. So got about 40, 45 yards here. Pretty straightforward pitch. The pin's just sitting right on top of a hill. You know, I'm in the rough. It should kind of tumble, but the greens are pretty soft, so I don't think it'll do a ton. Pretty square face 60 degree here, trying to land it something like 15 feet short and just see if I can get it to take that nice bounce and roll up towards that pin. Go, that came out dead. Go. Man, that's unfortunate. Again, wet rough, that's kind of the battle. There's a lot of ways it could come out. It could come out kind of jumpy, hot, could kind of come out riding up the face and dead. Honestly, that's like the last pitch shot I was talking about. It's kind of guarding against that because that goes in the creek on that last shot. But, you know, got a birdie putt, let's just go knock it down. So it's interesting, we keep noticing the grain out here doesn't always grow downhill, which usually it does. Usually makes reading greens more simple, you know, it just adds break. But a couple times out here, you'll have like a slight right to left putt, but the grain's actually holding it the other way and just adds a little level of trickiness to reading the greens out here. Even though they're super nice, super healthy, they're tough to read because of that. So just something to think about when I'm reading these putts. So I've got about 20 feet up the hill here, grain's going right, slope's going left if anything, I think, but not enough to really matter. I feel like this is a pretty dang straight putt. So let's just try to go right at it, have good speed. That hurts. I'd like to think that that was gonna miss either way, just to like make me feel better about it, but not a great effort. Again, I'm lacking a little bit of commitment on some of these, but tap in par, we can always live with that. That's gonna be a 3 under par, 33, I think, on the front nines, a couple under on the back nine. Call it a day, shoot something nice mid, high 60s. All right, so number 10 with a front right pin, we've got 168. It's downhill, probably playing about 160. Again, I'm just kind of cruising stuff. So I've got 8 in my hands, looking for that little bleeder fade in there, and yeah, let's see if we can throw a dart. This is definitely one of those holes out here that the wind will really swirl. What it's doing above the trees and what it's doing down here around the greens, sometimes different. Just a good solid strike would go a long way here. Yeah, perfect swing, perfect strike. I mean, I hope every golf shot I ever hit for the rest of my life is that quality. Pulled it, you know, 5 or 10 feet, but like green and reg on a par 3, love it. I'm kind of erring on the hitting putts too easy side right now. I just came off that tournament in Charleston. Greens are really good, really fast. These are really good, just a little less fast. And so I need to get them a little more hit, especially uphill into the grain. You know, that grain's really fighting against it. It's going just outside left. And again, this is a very uphill putt, and it gets more uphill closer I get to the hole. So really need to give this a lot of hit. I gave that a lot of hit. I gave that too much hit. That's what makes golf hard, I feel like, is like I could always just aggressively overcorrect, but that doesn't do you any better. You know, you don't want to just blast it. So was not supposed to have work for the par here, but should just be a right edge putt. The ball is pretty far above my feet. I might go a little outside right. Yeah, super solid stroke. Good 2-putt par. I hadn't made a bogey yet. That'd be a really tough pill to swallow, making a first bogey like that. So good 2-putt par keeps me at 3 under through 10. All right, number 11, we got another par 5. Not an easy one. If I can hit a good tee shot here, it becomes easier for sure. But left is no good. It's kind of hazard tree line, so just looking for a good drive up that right center. Oh boy, that's the worst swing of the day. Jake, get lucky. Oh, I hit tree. That was, I'm gonna hate looking back and editing and watch that swing. That was so flippy. That was me kind of swinging hard. And again, I'm kind of sore from a workout. I'm kind of tired. That wasn't the move to like give it a bunch of gas, but maybe I got lucky. If not, we're dropping, but let's go hope we can find some golf ball. Well, I feel really lucky to have a pretty clear second shot. Obviously I can't go for the green, but very happy to just be playing. Looking to hit something probably a 4-iron. Yeah, probably gonna hit a 4-iron here. Just a little draw thing. Well, I say draw thing. I haven't been hitting draws very well, but more of a punchy draw if anything thing. Hopefully up the fairway. Have a nice little third shot in. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, should be perfect. So 135. Got a smooth little 9-iron. Boy, if that's the pin, that's all over it. A little left. Yeah, we take that, right? Oh yeah, we take that for sure. Got a birdie putt. Yeah, could be worse. This would feel like stealing a birdie. Again, these par 5s, the tee shots haven't been good at all, but somehow we're ending up with birdie putts. And, you know, kind of due to make a putt, honestly, when you think about it. I've really only made tap ins in like a 5-footer, so maybe this is the one. Great putt. Yeah, I can live with that though. That's the first like really good putt I've hit. Good speed, good commitment. Just didn't quite break at the end, but tap in par, we're living with that. 3 under through 11. All right, so number 12 here. This is another tight tee shot. It's a little uncomfortable. I mean, I don't know. Right's not terrible, but left of the fairway just kicks left into the hazard, and it's no good. So you really have to hug that right side. Looking for a baby little fade 3-wood, hopefully kind of right center. Good normal swing. There's enough room out there for a normal swing to be good. Just don't want to get tight, don't want to get tentative. Yeah, perfect little bleeder fade right down the right center. I'll take that all day. All right, so I've got 147. It's maybe a little downhill, like 45 we'll call it. The wind's not doing much. I mean, I don't know. 45 is a smooth 9-iron today based on how far the ball's going and how loose I am, how not loose I am. This is one of those, like if I aim at the pin with a smooth 9-iron and I pull it at all, I feel like I lose green and it'll fly the green, and it's really bad if you miss left. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this pitching wedge. I'm accepting a little short if that's where it goes. Let's try to rip this pitching wedge right at it. I didn't quite get a strike on it. That's gonna be short. Never mind, that's like 8-10 feet. Hit it perfect, it's what I wanted to do. No, I'm kidding. That wasn't perfect contact, but good enough, I guess. We'll take it. So yeah, great look at birdie here. Up the hill, doesn't look like it does a ton. This would be big, you know? Haven't made a birdie in a while. You never wanna like stall out on good rounds. You wanna keep it going, obviously. So be good to knock this down and get the 4 under. I'm seeing the grain go a little right. I feel like it's just overall going a little right as well. So maybe left edge with it. Yeah, that was a perfect putt. Good roll, almost broke off, but it didn't, so we take it. It's a good birdie, it gets me to 4 under through the mental panic when I was saying that sentence and knew I had to know what hole I was on. 13, 12? That was 12. John saying that was 12, so 4 under through 12. You'll have to see it. Number 13 here, another kind of long, you know, kind of tough par 3. 182 to the stick. It's downhill, probably playing 175, 176, so just kind of a cruisy 7-iron, you know? I mean, nothing crazy, just trying to dump it in the middle of the green if I can. Obviously, if it gets close, that'd be nice, but yeah, let's just put a pretty stock driving range swing on a cruisy little 7-iron. Not a great swing. Honestly, surprisingly, like not feeling great with stuff. That's fine, a little short. I do think fatigue is a factor. It's been a long week or two, but got a little birdie chip, putt, something, so yeah, really straightforward pitch. Really, I just got to fly the false front with a 54, and it should kind of roll to it like a putt, so. Pretty straightforward, just gotta do a good job of judging the speed. It's basically like a lag putt. Sit. Yes, sir. Basically a tap in. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, good 2-putt par. Always happy with pars on par 3s. I'm a broken record with that, but it's true. Keeps me at 4 under through 13 now. I know what hole this is. All right, so number 14. Again, one of those like used to be comfortable right to left holes. Now I'm hitting a fade. It's not as comfortable, but it's a decent target out there. So just stock driver, try to ship it out there. Yeah, great ball. Even better that it's down the left side. Shortening the hole up a little bit. That'll just stay in the fairway. Yeah, probably caught the rough, but should be fine. Should be fine. Just missed the fairway, unfortunately. Again, with a thicker rough, it really turns it into like a red light situation. Like I keep saying, flyers are likely. So 143, it's kind of back into the wind. I've got 9-iron. Just kind of have to hope this doesn't really jump. So I'm going to try to hit it kind of cruisy and low. So even if it comes out hot, hopefully it gets on the ground quickly. But yeah, just a pretty stock 9-iron, and see if we can hit a green. Of all the potential flyer lies I've had today, this is by far the biggest one. This so much potential to just fly the green. I'm going to just chip this one. Yeah, that is gone. Dang it, sit. That's so far over the green. I knew it too. I honestly, when I stepped into that lie, I probably not only should have gone down to pitching wedge, I really should have probably gone to gap wedge. That was like screaming at me that that was gonna come out hot and jumpy, and it flew the green. We're scrambling. That thick Bermuda rough is a factor. All right, this would be a big save, big save. I'm still bogey free. It'd be so sweet to keep that clean. Oh, that came out nice. That came out very nice. I don't know how close it is, but we'll take it. I'm getting the word 5 feet. Yeah, absolutely, we'll take it. Let's save a par. Come on, I don't want a bogey. I want to keep this card clean. Love a bogey-free card. So just about 4.5, 5 feet, back up the hill. Should be a little right to left. Not a ton to this, I don't think. Let's go. What a good par save. We'll take it. I don't know what else to say. It's a great par save. Keeps me at 4 under through 14. One last par 5 to play. Let's go add another birdie, get to 5 under, and then honestly kind of hold on the last couple holes. All right, yeah, so number 15. Wind's picking up a little bit. It's off the left. It's a dogleg left as well, so I'm just really gonna trust my fade, start up the left side, hopefully have the wind kind of take it back, but Otherwise, a full send here. One good drive down the middle turns this into a pretty gettable hole. So that's what we're gonna try to do. Just looking for a nice kind of power fade thing. Yeah, literally perfect. That might be the best drive of the day right there because it's down the left. I'm making the hole as short as it can be for as far as I hit it. So, all right, well, that was a literally perfect drive down the left side. A little unfortunate, I don't have a great yardage. I've got 200 to the front, but it's uphill. I think it's into the wind, so I'm not totally sure 4-iron gets there, but 2-iron and 4-iron is my biggest gap. Really, I don't want to go blasting a 2-iron through the green or hitting an easy 2-iron. So I'm gonna take a 4-iron, aim kind of right edge, try to rip it. It's probably gonna be short, but we can live with a little short. This is also a little tricky because the ball is below my feet and I need to kind of hit a draw, at least if I want to hit the green. The more I'm stepping into this, the more I'm taking kind of short right. Let's just give this a good rip. That was an aggressive swing, literally right at it. I mean, that's as good as I could hit a 4-iron. We can ignore the whole footwork thing. Shout out Scotty. Yeah, no, that's as good as I could hit it. It's probably a little short. We'll take it. That was a good swing. All right, so really, like, I couldn't be happier with this. I knew it was gonna be a little short, and the fact that I actually hit this little neck of fairway is amazing. Obviously, you got hazard left, that would've been bad. Missing right, kicks right, it's tough up and down. Now I have a really good eagle chip, you know? I feel like I can give this a really good scare. Who knows, maybe chip it in, get to 6 under, but either way, let's try to have good speed, give it a good run. Yeah, just 60 degree, just covering the fringe. It should check pretty quick with the end of the grain. It's a good run. Gave it a good run for the eagle. Yeah, you know, tapping birdie, it's the best kind of birdie. Would have been cool to chip that in for eagle, get to 6. Birdie, get to 5, we're very cool with. All right, so number 16, long par 3. It's 202 to the stick, probably playing like 190. There might be a headwind, it's not going crazy, so I've got a 6-iron. We're just trying to put a good swing on it. Try to get a birdie putt. It's a great strike. It's a little left, should be fine. Yeah, perfectly hole high. Maybe I have 10 feet of fringe to go through, but maybe a 30-foot little chip. Pretty straightforward other than I have to fly this. They have some new sod, so I really want to make sure I fly it, land it on the green. And then if y'all can see the color change, it's landing where it's shiny. It's gonna take a little bit of a skiddy first bounce. So I have to throw this with a little bit of spin. Just a little lofted chip here, nothing crazy. Should be able to give it a good run. Yeesh. That's a great chip, I'm happy with it, but I kind of didn't see it going right. Absolutely taking a tap and par on any par 3, especially this one. It's the hardest one out here, so it's a great par. We're still bogey free, 5 under, 2 holes to go. Maybe we try to get to 6. All right, number 17, it's kind of one of those just poke it down the fairway. I'm gonna go ahead and hit DOD just because I want it out there pretty far. Feeling good with it. So I'm gonna aim up the left side, send a DOD, you know, a little better cut, so. Yeah, that's so perfect. Could not have drawn that up better. Or, you know, executed that for how I drew it up. Y'all know what I mean, probably. Who could say? There we go. We're in play. All right, just in the rough here. I've got 142 the stick. I've got pitching wedge. It's a little conservative, short club. I mean, I'm not sure it gets all the way there, but the wind, if anything, is down off the right. And again, this rough could be jumpy. So, you know, at risk of being 30, 35 feet short, I'm gonna just rip this pitching wedge. Maybe I can get it there, but with the back left pin, just a little short right would be nice. It's gotta go ball. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's probably a little like underwhelmingly short, but like I said, downwind, could have jumped. 9-iron was a little scary, so hit the green, we got a birdie putt. And again, this really ended up exactly where I expected, like 30 feet, short right, very conservative. If it jumped, it was gonna be fine. If it came out normal, it was gonna be fine. So just proper play. If you're not in the fairway out here, you really can't be aggressive. We've got a good look though, 30 feet up the hill, right to left. No reason not to give this a pretty good run. It's a great putt. Nothing to be upset with. I just really want to make one, you know? That is a tap in par, and it's gonna keep me at 500 through 17 now. So one more hole. It'd be so sick to make one more birdie. I'd be happy with 67, but 66, better than 67. Sometimes I just like talk and I don't know what I'm like gonna say. And it ends up being a really long clip that probably doesn't make it to post, so. All right, so 18, one last tee shot. Again, one more of the like, it used to be comfortable right to left holes, but I'm just looking to hit my fade, kind of right edge of that tree line, and anywhere out there is cool. Right at the trees. Honestly, that should be fine. I might have flown them. Honestly, could have flown them, could have gone through them. That's not too bad unless it hit something hard and kicked left. Should be fine, should be okay. Kind of accidentally an aggressive line that paid off here. We're only 94 yards to the stick. I'm kind of standing here waiting for the wind to die because it's 94 yards. It would be a great just full 60 degree, which I really want to hit. If the wind stays blowing, I'm gonna have to go to 54, but I'm gonna step into it, try to hit this low 60 hard because I feel like that's probably my best chance of stuffing it. It's just a good old beat trap 60. Yeah, the wind's down, so I'm gonna send this. Go, go. Dang. Yeah, I don't know. A cruisy 54 probably would have been the play, but we got a birdie putt, got a putt for 66, so that's fine. I'm cool with that. All right, so we got about 25 feet up the hill. One last look at birdie. I didn't realize it's par 71 out here. I probably should know that, but it's par 71. I'm currently 5 under. This is for 65. You love to see that. Be cool to make one. Again, I haven't made a long putt yet. Go. Yeah, it's okay. Slow climb up the hill with the grain. But yeah, so that's gonna be a tap in par, 5 under 66, bogey free. Can't say I have too many bogey free rounds on the channel, I don't think, maybe just a couple. Great round, great playing. Again, huge thanks to Joe, Garen, everyone at Timberline for having me out. This is such an awesome public course. If you're in the area, come play it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next time.